Dr. Elena Ramirez stood on the rooftop observatory of the United Earth Defense Alliance, UEDA, headquarters, her gaze fixed on the sprawling megacity below. The city hummed with life, its skyline a testament to humanity's relentless pursuit of progress. Neon lights flickered alongside towering skyscrapers and aerial drones weaved through the air, maintaining order in this near-future utopia. Despite the technological marvels surrounding her, Elena felt a pang of unease. The world was on the brink of something unprecedented, and she couldn't shake the feeling that her role in it was more critical than anyone realized. Inside her office, holographic screens projected streams of alien languages, symbols she meticulously deciphered each day. As a leading xenolinguist, Elena's work was pivotal in preparing humanity for potential first contact scenarios. Yet her expertise seemed overshadowed by the military's emphasis on defense and weaponry. Her husband, Colonel Marcus Ramirez, embodied this very ethos. Their relationship had become strained, a silent battlefield where their differing priorities clashed. While Elena yearned for understanding and communication, Marcus remained steadfast in his belief that strength and preparedness were paramount. The city below was a blend of cultures and technologies, a melting pot where nations collaborated and competed in equal measure. Advanced infrastructure coexisted with pockets of resistance where ethical debates raged over the implications of alien discovery. Governments grappled with policies that balanced curiosity with caution, while scientists, like Elena, pushed the boundaries of knowledge. Amidst this, Elena faced her own internal struggles. She questioned whether humanity was truly ready to embrace extraterrestrial life, fearing that fear and prejudice might overshadow the potential for unity and growth. Life in the UEDA headquarters was a constant whirlwind of activity. Emergency meetings convened at a moment's notice, strategizing against perceived threats from the vast unknown of space. Elena's days were filled with translating intercepted alien transmissions, each symbol and phrase a piece of a puzzle she desperately tried to solve. The ever-present tension between diplomacy and militarism weighed heavily on her, especially as global tensions over alien discovery intensified. International delegations argued over the best course of action, some advocating for open communication, while others pushed for preemptive strikes against any perceived threats. One evening, as Elena pored over a particularly complex alien script, a sudden alarm blared throughout the headquarters. Red lights flashed and sirens echoed ominously. The room erupted into chaos as military personnel sprang into action, scrambling to implement defensive protocols. Elena's heart raced as she attempted to make sense of the crisis unfolding around her. The skies outside darkened, not with clouds, but with the ominous silhouettes of alien spacecraft descending upon multiple global cities simultaneously. Panic ensued as the invasion began. Massive extraterrestrial vessels unleashed devastating weaponry, reducing landmarks to rubble within moments. The world was plunged into turmoil as governments struggled to mount an effective defense. UEDA's advanced infrastructure was no match for the sheer might of the alien armada. But amidst the chaos, a flicker of hope emerged from the unlikeliest of places. Elena. Recognizing the potential for misunderstanding between species, Elena took a bold step. She activated an emergency communication channel, transmitting a message of peace and a willingness to negotiate. Her knowledge of xenolinguistics became the bridge between humanity and their invaders. To everyone's surprise, the aliens temporarily ceased their assault, responding to her plea with a gesture of parley. Elena's daring move bought valuable time, allowing Earth's defenses to regroup and develop countermeasures. The battle that ensued was fierce and unforgiving. Human ingenuity, combined with Elena's diplomatic overtures, managed to repel the initial onslaught. Cities that had been on the brink of destruction began to rebuild, breathing a collective sigh of relief. However, the victory was Pyrrhic. Casualties mounted on both sides, and the once clear line between aggressor and victim had become blurred. The world was left grappling with the aftermath of the invasion, questioning the true nature of the extraterrestrial visitors and the fragile state of peace that now hung in the balance. Elena stood once more on the rooftop, staring at the horizon, where alien ships had been vanquished. The weight of what had transpired pressed heavily upon her shoulders. She knew that this was merely the beginning of a much larger conflict, one that would challenge humanity's resilience, morality, and ability to coexist with beings from beyond the stars. As she turned to face the city below, the first signs of recovery were visible, but so were the scars left by the invasion, a stark reminder of the tenuous peace that had been brokered and the uncertain future that lay ahead. The weeks following, the fierce invasion were a haze of reconstruction and introspection. Cities lay in varying states of ruin, their once gleaming structures now marred by the scars of extraterrestrial assault. Amidst the rubble, humanity struggled to piece together the fragments of their shattered lives, grappling with the profound implications of the invasion's aftermath. Dr. Elena Ramirez found herself at the heart of this turmoil, her mind a whirlwind of thoughts and emotions. In the wake of the initial onslaught, Earth's defenses had managed to repel the alien forces, but not without significant loss. The United Earth Defense Alliance UEDA headquarters became a hub of activity, where scientists, military strategists, and political leaders converged to assess the damage and formulate a response. Elena's expertise as a xenolinguist was more crucial than ever, as the remnants of the alien fleet remained scattered across the globe, each vessel a potential source of invaluable information or lingering threat. One crisp morning, as the first rays of sunlight pierced through the smog-filled skies, UEDA received a distress signal from the remnants of the alien mothership. The message, though fragmented, conveyed a desperate plea for assistance. Elena's heart skipped a beat as she decoded the transmission, her hands steady despite the gravity of the situation. The aliens, once viewed as invaders, were now revealed to be survivors escaping a catastrophe of their own making. The revelation sent shockwaves through the global community. Media outlets buzzed with speculation, and public sentiment began to shift. The narrative of humanity as the unambiguous heroes defending Earth against alien aggression was unraveling. Instead, a more complex picture emerged, one of two civilizations caught in a cosmic tragedy, each bearing the weight of loss and fear. Elena stood before an assembly of international delegates and military officials, presenting the decoded message. Her voice, usually calm and measured, carried a note of urgency. These aliens are not our enemies. They are refugees fleeing a disaster that threatens their very existence. We have an unprecedented opportunity to extend a hand of mercy. The room erupted into a cacophony of reactions. General Ivan Petrov, a stalwart advocate for a strong military response, slammed his fist onto the table. We cannot afford to lower our guard. Their technology is beyond anything we've seen. They could still be planning an attack. Opposite him, Aisha Khan, a renowned human rights activist, rose in support of Elena. General Petrov, we have a chance to build peace, not perpetuate violence. These beings are pleading for their lives just as we were defending ours. The tension was palpable, the air thick with conflicting emotions and ideologies. Elena felt the weight of responsibility pressing down on her shoulders. This was not merely a battle of technology or strategy. It was a test of humanity's moral compass and capacity for empathy. As debates raged on, Elena continued her work tirelessly, coordinating with other scientists and diplomats to establish a secure communication channel with the alien survivors. Days blurred into nights as she delved deeper into their language, uncovering not just words but the very essence of their culture and experiences. Each revelation fostered a growing sense of kinship, a bridge being built between two vastly different yet remarkably similar species. Marcus, torn between his duty as a military officer and his latent compassion, found himself walking a precarious tightrope. His allegiance to the UEDA's defensive strategies clashed with the evolving narrative of the aliens as refugees. Late nights were spent in hushed conversations with Elena, where they navigated the complexities of their personal and professional lives. Marcus admired Elena's unwavering commitment to peace, yet his training and instincts screamed caution. Meanwhile, Extremist factions, both human and alien, began to surface fueled by fear and misinformation. A group within the UEDA, sympathetic to General Petrov's hardline stance, orchestrated a series of covert operations aimed at undermining the diplomatic efforts. Sabotage became a recurring threat, targeting communication lines and safe havens intended for the alien survivors. The sense of vulnerability loomed large, casting shadows over the fragile hope for reconciliation. Elena's persistent advocacy for open communication began to bear fruit. In a historic moment, the first peaceful meeting was arranged between Earth's diplomats and the alien representatives aboard a repurposed vessel. The atmosphere was electric, charged with the anticipation of what this encounter could mean for both civilizations. Elena stood at the forefront, her heart pounding as she prepared to engage with beings who were once considered invaders. The meeting commenced with a cautious exchange of gestures and symbols, a testament to the painstaking work Elena had invested in bridging the communication gap. Gradually, the initial apprehension gave way to a tentative understanding. Jarek, the leader of the alien survivors, articulated their plight with a poignant clarity. "We did not come to conquer. Our home is lost, and we seek refuge, not hostility." The sincerity in Jarek's plea struck a chord within the assembly. The realization that these beings were desperate for survival, much like humanity's own aspirations, began to shift the collective mindset. However, the path to peace was fraught with obstacles. Lingering mistrust, hidden agendas, and the ever-present threat of extremism threatened to derail the fragile alliances being formed. As negotiations progressed, Elena and Marcus found themselves at the epicenter of this delicate balance. Their relationship, strained by conflicting priorities, began to heal through their shared commitment to a greater cause. Moments of vulnerability and mutual support rekindled the bond they once cherished, reminding them of the strength found in unity amidst chaos. Yet the peace was tenuous. Reports of sabotage and violent incidents continued to surface, each act serving as a painful reminder of the underlying tensions. Elena's resolve was tested as she navigated the treacherous waters of diplomacy, striving to uphold the principles of compassion and understanding while contending with forces determined to perpetuate conflict. In the midst of these challenges, a breakthrough emerged. Utilizing a combination of advanced technology and empathetic communication, Elena and her team developed a method to safely transport the alien survivors to designated refugee zones. This innovation not only provided a tangible solution to the immediate crisis, but also symbolized the potential for harmonious coexistence. The successful implementation of the transport plan marked a significant milestone, yet it was accompanied by new questions and uncertainties. The integration of alien technology into human society promised unprecedented advancements, but it also raised ethical concerns about dependency and the loss of autonomy. The delicate dance of power and responsibility had only just begun, setting the stage for the intricate interplay of alliances and rivalries that would define the future of human-alien relations. As the days turned into weeks, the world watched, with bated breath as the two civilizations teetered on the brink of a new era. The initial fear and hostility that had fueled the invasion were giving way to a cautious optimism, tempered by the harsh lessons learned in the crucible of conflict. Elena stood as a beacon of hope, embodying the resilience and ingenuity that defined humanity's enduring spirit. Yet beneath the surface of this hopeful narrative, the seeds of doubt and skepticism began to sprout. The true nature of the alien catastrophe remained shrouded in mystery, hinting at deeper cosmic forces at play. The fragile peace was a mere facade, concealing the unresolved tensions and the looming specter of threats yet to be unveiled. Journey toward mutual understanding and lasting harmony was fraught with complexities, each step forward accompanied by unforeseen challenges and moral quandaries. Elena's unwavering dedication to fostering peace was met with both admiration and resistance, her every decision scrutinized by a world grappling with the profound implications of this unprecedented encounter. The path ahead was uncertain, the stakes higher than ever as humanity stood at the precipice of a new chapter in its storied existence, one that would test the very essence of what it meant to be human. As the dust settled from the initial invasion, The world found itself teetering on the edge of a fragile peace. Cities began the arduous process of rebuilding, their scars a constant reminder of the recent chaos. Yet beneath the surface of reconstruction, deeper tensions simmered, threatening to unravel the tentative alliances formed in the wake of the alien assault. Dr. Elena Ramirez immersed herself in the delicate task of establishing communication channels with the alien survivors. Each day brought new challenges as she deciphered not only their language, but also the intricate nuances of their culture and history. Her efforts were lauded by many who saw her as a beacon of hope in these uncertain times. However, not everyone shared her vision of reconciliation. General Ivan Petrov, once a respected figure within the UEDA, found his influence waning as Elena's diplomatic successes gained prominence. His hardline stance, advocating for stringent security measures and continued vigilance against potential threats, resonated with a faction within the military that feared the unknown. Petrov's growing faction began to voice their concerns more loudly, pushing for increased military presence and advanced weaponry to ensure Earth's safety. In the midst of political maneuvering, Aisha Khan emerged as a leading voice for human rights and alien integration. Her impassioned speeches inspired many to support peaceful coexistence, but they also drew the ire of extremist groups who viewed her advocacy as a betrayal of humanity's sovereignty. Aisha's role became increasingly precarious as threats against her and her supporters escalated, forcing her to rely on Elena's expertise to navigate the treacherous landscape of interspecies diplomacy. Meanwhile, within the UEDA, a covert group sympathetic to Petrov's ideology began orchestrating sabotage against the diplomatic efforts. Their actions ranged from tampering with communication equipment to orchestrating violent attacks on alien safe zones. These acts of betrayal sowed distrust among the international community, casting a shadow over the progress Elena and her team had painstakingly achieved. Elena's personal life mirrored the chaos unfolding on the global stage. Her relationship with Marcus Ramirez, strained by their differing perspectives, became a focal point of her emotional turmoil. Marcus struggled to reconcile his duty to protect humanity with the empathy he felt towards the alien survivors. Late-night conversations between the couple revealed the depth of their internal conflicts, as they grappled with their responsibilities and the impact of their decisions on their relationship. Amidst the growing unrest, extremist factions on both sides intensified their efforts to disrupt peace negotiations. Protests erupted in major cities, fueled by misinformation and fear, demanding either the continued suppression of alien influences or the complete surrender to their perceived superior technology. These demonstrations often turned violent, leading to clashes between pro-peace advocates and militant groups intent on asserting dominance. The fragile alliances began to show signs of strain as political leaders teetered between supporting Elena's diplomatic initiatives and succumbing to the mounting pressure for militaristic responses. International summits, once hopeful forums for dialogue, became battlegrounds for competing ideologies. Delegates from various nations found themselves at odds, debating the ethical implications of harboring a species that had once threatened their very existence. In the midst of this chaos, Aisha Khan's organization received intelligence about a planned attack on one of the alien refugee centers. Determined to prevent further bloodshed, she reached out to Elena for assistance. Together, they devised a strategy to reinforce the center's defenses without provoking aggression, utilizing a combination of advanced technology and grassroots mobilization. Their collaboration symbolized the potential for unity, but it also made them targets for those who sought to undermine the peace process. Elena's unwavering commitment to understanding the alien perspective led her to uncover unsettling truths about the catastrophe that forced the invasion. Detailed analyses of alien transmissions revealed that their homeworld was still experiencing severe instability, with remnants of their society struggling to survive amidst environmental collapse and resource scarcity. This revelation added another layer of complexity to the negotiations, as the aliens' pleas for survival were intertwined with their own ongoing struggles for existence. General Petrov, unwilling to accept these revelations, launched a campaign to discredit Elena's findings. He argued that the aliens' desperation justified continued surveillance and defensive postures, claiming that peace was an illusion that could only lead to human vulnerability. His rhetoric found fertile ground among populations still traumatized by the invasion, reigniting fears that had barely been quelled in the initial aftermath. Betrayal struck when a trusted member of Elena's team was discovered to be leaking sensitive information to Petrov's faction. The revelation sent shockwaves through the UEDA and the broader diplomatic community, forcing Elena to confront the pervasive nature of mistrust and the ease with which unity could be shattered. This internal betrayal not only hindered progress, but also deepened Elena's resolve to safeguard the peace through transparency and unwavering dedication to truth. As extremist groups on both sides escalated their actions, the global landscape became increasingly volatile. Coordinated attacks against alien facilities and human-led sabotage operations created a cycle of retaliation that threatened to plunge the world back into warfare. The delicate balance Elena and her allies had worked so hard to achieve began to crumble under the weight of escalating hostilities and moral quandaries. In a bold move, Elena proposed the establishment of an interspecies council, a platform where human and alien representatives could collaboratively address mutual concerns and work towards sustainable coexistence. Her proposal was met with mixed reactions. While many welcomed the idea as a step towards genuine reconciliation, others viewed it as a naive attempt to placate what they still perceived as a potential threat. The first council meeting was a testament to both humanity's potential for collaboration and the deep-seated fears that lingered. Delegates from various nations, along with alien representatives led by Jarek, gathered to discuss critical issues such as resource sharing, technological exchange, and mutual defense strategies. The atmosphere was tense, with underlying mistrust, threatening to derail the discussions at every turn. Elena observed the interactions closely, noting the subtle power plays and the unspoken agendas that each delegate brought to the table. She recognized that building trust required more than just formal agreements. It demanded genuine empathy and a willingness to overcome historical prejudices. Her role as a mediator became increasingly challenging as she navigated the complex interplay of personal biases and national interests. Amidst the diplomatic efforts, Marcus found himself at a crossroads. His loyalty to the UEDA's mission of protecting humanity conflicted with the growing understanding of the aliens' plight. Torn between his duty and his desire to support Elena's vision of peace, Marcus began to question the rigidity of his own beliefs. This internal struggle was further exacerbated when he witnessed firsthand the devastating consequences of extremist actions, compelling him to reconsider his stance on the conflict. The turning point came when a coordinated attack by extremist factions targeted both human and alien leaders during a high-profile summit. The chaos that ensued was a stark reminder of how fragile peace truly was. Buildings were set ablaze, and lives were lost in the ensuing turmoil, leaving the world in mourning once again. The attack not only caused significant loss, but also served as a grim wake-up call about the persistent threats that loomed over the fragile alliances. In the aftermath of the attack, Elena's resolve hardened. Determined to prevent further bloodshed, she intensified her efforts to strengthen the Interspecies Council and address the root causes of the conflict. She worked tirelessly to bridge the gaps between opposing factions, leveraging her deep understanding of both human and alien perspectives to foster dialogue and mutual respect. The incident also forced General Petrov to reassess his approach. Witnessing the loss and the futility of continued aggression, he began to see the value in Elena's diplomatic initiatives. While still harboring reservations, Petrov agreed to support certain aspects of the peace process, marking a significant, albeit tentative, shift in his stance. As the council continued to meet, breakthroughs began to emerge. Collaborative projects that combined human ingenuity with alien technology showcased the potential benefits of harmonious coexistence. Innovations in energy production, environmental restoration, and medical advancements highlighted the positive outcomes that could arise from mutual cooperation, gradually shifting public opinion towards acceptance and integration. However, the journey was far from smooth. Lingering mistrust and sporadic acts of violence continued to challenge the progress made. Each victory was met with new obstacles, compelling Elena and her allies to remain vigilant and adaptable. The ever-present threat of external cosmic forces, hinted at in the earlier revelations, loomed as a constant reminder that the peace was precarious and that unforeseen challenges awaited on the horizon. Elena's personal growth mirrored the broader transformation taking place. Her initial idealism evolved into a more nuanced understanding of the complexities involved in fostering peace. She learned to navigate the intricate web of politics, personal relationships, and cultural differences with greater skill, embodying the resilience and adaptability that defined humanity's enduring spirit. Marcus, inspired by Elena's unwavering commitment, began to find his own path towards reconciliation. He took on a more active role in supporting diplomatic efforts, using his military expertise to enhance security measures without resorting to aggression. His transformation from a staunch military officer to a proponent of peace symbolized the potential for personal growth and the power of empathy to bridge divides. Aisha Khan continued to champion the rights of both humans and aliens, her activism serving as a catalyst for broader societal change. Her efforts to educate the public about the benefits of integration and the importance of overcoming fear and prejudice resonated with many, fostering a more inclusive and compassionate global community. Yet, amidst these positive developments, the seeds of doubt and uncertainty persisted. The true extent of the alien catastrophe remained elusive, suggesting that the challenges faced by the survivors were far from over. As Elena delved deeper into the mysteries of the aliens' plight, she uncovered hints of a much larger cosmic threat, one that could jeopardize not only the newly formed alliances, but the very fabric of existence itself. The rising conflict underscored the delicate balance between hope and fear, cooperation and betrayal, highlighting the intricate dance required to maintain peace in a universe filled with unknown dangers. It was a testament to humanity's capacity for resilience and adaptability, even as it grappled with the profound moral dilemmas and ethical challenges that came with the dawn of a new era. As the Council worked tirelessly to address the myriad issues at hand, Elena stood as a guiding light, her unwavering dedication inspiring those around her to strive for a better future. The path ahead was fraught with obstacles, but the progress made thus far provided a glimmer of hope that humanity could rise above its fears and prejudices to forge a harmonious coexistence with the very beings it had once deemed enemies. The rising conflict had revealed the depths of both human and alien vulnerabilities, but it had also showcased the incredible strength that emerged when individuals transcended their differences and worked together towards a common goal. It was a journey marked by hardships and triumphs, a reflection of the complex nature of existence and the enduring spirit that defined both humanity and its newfound allies. The Interspecies Council had been making significant strides toward establishing a fragile peace, but beneath the surface, tensions continued to simmer. Dr. Elena Ramirez stood at the forefront of these efforts, her mind tirelessly working to bridge the vast chasm between humanity and their alien counterparts. However, the delicate balance they had achieved was about to be violently disrupted, testing the very foundations of the alliances they had painstakingly built. General Ivan Petrov, once a respected leader within the United Earth Defense Alliance, UEDA, had become increasingly disillusioned with the slow pace of diplomatic progress. His hardline stance, advocating for heightened security measures and an unwavering vigilance against potential threats, resonated with a growing faction within the military. Petrov's belief that the aliens harbored ulterior motives and represented an existential threat to humanity's survival fueled his resolve to take drastic action. Late one evening, as the Council convened to discuss the latest developments in interspecies relations, an urgent message crackled through the secured communication channels. The UEDA had detected unauthorized movements within a designated alien refugee zone. Initial scans suggested that a significant portion of the alien fleet was mobilizing, their activities raising alarm bells among the human military leadership. Petrov, unable to contain his frustration any longer, stood and addressed the assembly with a fervent intensity. "We cannot afford to remain passive. These aliens have the technology and resources to devastate our world. It's time we take a stand to ensure our survival." Elena felt a chill run down her spine as she listened to Petrov's impassioned plea. She had invested countless hours in fostering understanding and cooperation, but it seemed that Petrov's fear had taken root deep within the hearts of many. Determined to prevent violence from tearing apart the fragile peace, she rose to counter his argument. "General, our mission has always been to seek peaceful coexistence. Acting on fear will only lead to more destruction and loss on both sides." Petrov's eyes blazed with conviction. "Peace is a luxury we can't afford right now. Every moment we hesitate, we risk annihilation. It's time to protect humanity by any means necessary." The room fell into a tense silence, the weight of Petrov's ultimatum hanging heavily in the air. Elena knew that if Petrov acted on his threat, it would plunge the world back into chaos and ignite the very conflict they had worked so hard to quell. She needed to find a way to counter his influence and prevent a full-scale war from erupting. As dawn broke, casting a pale light over the council chambers, Elena devised a plan that could turn the tide against Petrov's faction. She proposed a bold initiative to disable the rogue military unit's weapons systems without causing further bloodshed. Drawing upon her deep understanding of alien technology and her expertise in xenolinguistics, Elena collaborated with Jarek and the alien engineers to develop a synchronized EMP device capable of neutralizing the UEDA's advanced weaponry. The night before Petrov was set to execute his plan, Elena and Marcus worked tirelessly in the underground research facility. The air was thick with anticipation and the hum of machinery as they fine-tuned the device. Marcus, torn between his duty as a military officer and his empathy towards the alien survivors, struggled with the enormity of what they were about to undertake. "We have to do this, Elena," Marcus said, his voice steady despite the tension. "If Petrov goes through with his plan, it won't just be the aliens who pay the price. It will be all of us." Elena nodded, her eyes reflecting both determination and sorrow. "I know, Marcus. We can't let fear dictate our actions. Humanity has the capacity for more than just destruction." As midnight approached, the rogue military unit led by Petrov mobilized, their presence a stark reminder of the volatility that still plagued Earth. The unit, equipped with cutting-edge weaponry and commandeered alien technology, advanced towards the central communication hub with the intent to obliterate the alien survivors and secure Earth's dominance once and for all. With the EMP device primed and the countdown initiated, Elena and Marcus infiltrated the perimeter under the cover of darkness. The sleek corridors of the facility were eerily silent, the tension palpable as they navigated through security checkpoints and bypassed surveillance systems. Every step brought them closer to the decisive moment that would determine the fate of both humans and aliens. Petrov stood at the forefront of his unit, his expression hardened with resolve. "Prepare to engage. Today we reclaim our planet." The first shots rang out and chaos erupted as the rogue unit unleashed a barrage of firepower aimed at the alien safe zones. Human and alien lives were caught in the crossfire, the air thick with smoke and the cries of the wounded. Elena and Marcus moved swiftly, their mission clear: reach the communication hub and disable the weapon systems before more lives were lost. As they reached the heart of the facility, they encountered fierce resistance. The sound of gunfire echoed through the corridors and explosions rocked the building, sending debris flying in every direction. Undeterred, Elena pressed forward, her mind focused on the task at hand. They reached the control room, where the EMP device was waiting, its lights blinking in synchronization with the countdown. Petrov's voice boomed over the intercom. "There is no turning back. Your attempts at peace are futile." Elena took a deep breath, her fingers dancing over the control panels as she initiated the final sequence to activate the EMP. "We won't let fear destroy what we've built," she declared, her voice unwavering despite the chaos around her. Marcus covered her, deflecting incoming fire with strategic precision. He believed in Elena's vision of peace, but the adrenaline coursing through his veins made it difficult to remain composed. "Hurry, Elena. We don't have much time." As the seconds ticked away, Elena's mind raced to ensure that every step was flawlessly Executed. The EMP was designed to temporarily disable all electronic systems within a specific radius without causing permanent damage. It was a risky maneuver, but the alternative, unleashing uncontrollable violence, was far worse. With a final input, Elena activated the EMP. A surge of energy pulsed through the facility, emanating from the device and engulfing the rogue units, weapons systems. The silencing of gunfire and the abrupt cessation of explosions marked the successful deployment of her plan. For a moment, an eerie silence filled the air, broken only by the distant sounds of emergency protocols activating. Petrov, stricken by the sudden loss of control over his weapons, stepped forward in disbelief. "What have you done, Ramirez?" Elena met his gaze with a mixture of sorrow and resolve. "I've given us a chance to choose a different path, one where we can coexist without fear." In the aftermath of the EMP deployment, the facility descended into disarray. Without their advanced weaponry, Petrov's unit was rendered powerless, their aggressive stance nullified by the very technology they had sought to exploit. The surviving members of the rogue unit were taken into custody, their threat neutralized without further bloodshed. The immediate crisis was averted, but the consequences of Elena's actions reverberated throughout the world. Petrov, despite his defeat, remained a formidable presence, his ideology still resonating with a portion of the population who feared the unknown. The successful disabling of the rogue unit's weapon systems had proven that diplomacy and ingenuity could triumph over brute force, but it also highlighted the deep-seated divisions that persisted within humanity. As dawn broke over the horizon, the world breathed a collective sigh of relief. Cities began to stabilize, and the international community took steps to reinforce the fragile peace that had been established. Elena and Marcus returned to the council chambers, their bond strengthened by the shared ordeal. The weight of the night's events hung heavily upon them, a poignant reminder of the thin line between peace and war. Jarek, the alien leader, approached Elena with a mixture of gratitude and concern. "Your actions have saved countless lives, but we must remain vigilant. The threat that sent us fleeing our home still lingers, and unresolved tensions could reignite the flames of conflict." Elena nodded, her mind already racing with plans to address the lingering issues. "We must continue to build trust and understanding, not just between our species, but within our own societies. Only then can we hope to face whatever challenges lie ahead together." The aftermath of the climactic confrontation revealed the true extent of the consequences. While the immediate threat had been neutralized, the world now faced the daunting task of healing the deep wounds inflicted by fear and mistrust. Elena and her allies knew that the path to lasting peace would require unwavering dedication and resilience, traits that defined humanity's enduring spirit. In the weeks that followed, the integration of alien technology into human society accelerated, bringing about unprecedented advancements in various fields. Energy production became more efficient, medical treatments more effective, and environmental restoration projects gained new momentum. These innovations underscored the potential benefits of harmonious coexistence, demonstrating that collaboration between humans and aliens could lead to remarkable progress. However, the integration also raised ethical concerns. The reliance on alien technology prompted debates about dependency and the preservation of human autonomy. Questions about the long-term implications of such advancements lingered, adding complexity to the newfound collaborations. Elena found herself at the center of these discussions, advocating for responsible use of technology and ensuring that humanity retained control over its own destiny. The fragile peace was further tested by the revelation that the alien catastrophe was far from over. Detailed analyses of their transmissions and the remnants of their technology pointed to a looming cosmic threat, a force capable of unraveling the very fabric of existence. This impending danger necessitated an unprecedented level of cooperation between humans and aliens, as both civilizations faced the possibility of annihilation should they fail to unite against the external menace. Elena convened a series of emergency meetings bringing together the brightest minds from both species to devise a strategy to counter the cosmic threat. The urgency of the situation required swift and decisive action, pushing the limits of human ingenuity and alien technology. The stakes had never been higher, and the weight of responsibility pressed heavily upon Elena's shoulders. Amidst the chaos, personal sacrifices became inevitable. Marcus, whose transformation from a staunch military officer to a proponent of peace symbolized the potential for personal growth and empathy, took on a critical role in coordinating the union between the military and the diplomatic corps. His expertise ensured that human defenses were bolstered without compromising the commitment to peaceful coexistence. Jarek, recognizing the gravity of the situation, offered advanced alien technology that could serve as a linchpin in the battle against the cosmic threat. This gesture of goodwill, however, came with its own set of moral complexities. The integration of such powerful technology into human society posed risks that required careful consideration and ethical oversight. The Council worked tirelessly to address the multifaceted challenges. Extremist factions continued to pose significant obstacles. Petrov's influence, though diminished, still lingered among those who resisted peaceful integration. These groups sought to exploit the impending threat, manipulating public fear and inciting acts of sabotage that threatened to undermine the collaborative efforts. Elena and her team faced constant attacks from within and without, their progress hampered by those who could not accept the paradigm shift towards unity and cooperation. Each act of sabotage served as a stark reminder of the fragility of peace and the ever-present danger of allowing fear to override compassion and reason. In a pivotal moment, as the cosmic threat loomed closer, Elena realized that the only way to ensure humanity's survival was through complete and unwavering collaboration between humans and aliens. She spearheaded the establishment of joint research facilities where scientists from both species worked side by side to develop the necessary technologies to counter the impending danger. The collaboration demanded unprecedented levels of trust and mutual respect. Cultural barriers and historical prejudices were challenged as individuals from both civilizations forged new bonds and alliances. Elena observed the transformation with a mixture of hope and trepidation, understanding that the success of their efforts hinged on the ability to transcend past conflicts and embrace a shared future. As the final preparations were underway, the cosmic threat made its presence felt, sending shockwaves through the fabric of spacetime. The very existence of both civilizations hung in the balance as they faced an existential crisis that could either forge an unbreakable alliance or plunge them into oblivion. In the decisive confrontation, Elena's strategy of unity and combined ingenuity proved to be the key to survival. The joint forces of humans and aliens deployed the advanced technologies developed through their collaborative efforts, countering the cosmic threat with a precision and effectiveness that neither could have achieved alone. The battle was fierce and unforgiving, pushing both civilizations to their limits and beyond. Moments of profound sacrifice and heroic ingenuity defined the climax of their struggle. Marcus, risking everything to protect both humans and aliens, played a crucial role in coordinating the defense, his actions embodying the very essence of humanity's resilience and adaptability. Elena, her unwavering determination guiding her every move, devised innovative solutions that leveraged the strengths of both civilizations, demonstrating the true power of collaboration. Jarek, standing alongside Elena and the human leaders, offered a final, desperate technology that could neutralize the cosmic threat, but at a significant cost to his species' heritage. The moral complexity of the decision weighed heavily upon them, as the fate of both civilizations rested on their ability to make such a profound sacrifice for the greater good. In the end, the combined efforts of humans and aliens prevailed. The cosmic threat was neutralized, but not without lasting consequences. The battle had taken a heavy toll, leaving scars on both civilizations and altering the course of their histories. The resolution of the central conflict was bittersweet, marked by the loss of lives and the realization of the moral ambiguities that had shaped their journey. As the aftermath of the battle settled, the world stood united yet forever changed. The alliances forged in the crucible of conflict had proven to be both formidable and fragile, capable of overcoming immense challenges, but also susceptible to the underlying tensions that once threatened to unravel them. The combined victory highlighted the incredible potential of humanity's resilience and adaptability, but it also underscored the necessity of vigilance and understanding in maintaining the peace they had fought so hard to achieve. Elena stood amidst the ruins of the once volatile facility, now a symbol of unity and sacrifice. The weight of her actions pressed upon her, a reminder of the thin line between peace and destruction. She gazed upon the horizon, where the first signs of a new dawn were visible, and felt a profound sense of hope, tempered by the knowledge of the challenges that still lay ahead. The victory was not a definitive end, but rather a turning point, an opportunity to build a future grounded in mutual respect, empathy, and the shared determination to protect their worlds from the threats that lurked beyond the stars. The journey toward lasting harmony had only begun, marked by the lessons learned in the fires of conflict and the unwavering spirit that defined both humanity and its newfound allies. As the sun rose, casting its light over the landscape touched by both human and alien hands, Elena knew that the path forward would be fraught with complexities and moral dilemmas. Yet, the triumph over the cosmic threat served as a testament to what could be achieved when fear was set aside in favor of collaboration and understanding. The final act of their struggle had cemented the foundation for a future where humanity and aliens could coexist, each learning from the other and striving towards a common goal of survival and prosperity. The climax of their story was not just a battle won, but a profound affirmation of humanity's capacity for ingenuity, resilience, and the enduring quest for peace amidst the awe-inspiring and terrifying unknowns of the universe. The dawn of a new era broke over Earth, its first light casting long shadows over the remnants of the recent conflicts. The world stood on the precipice of transformation, the air thick with a mixture of relief and lingering tension. Cities, though scarred by the battles fought, began the slow process of healing, their streets echoing with the sounds of reconstruction and the whispers of newfound hope. Dr. Elena Ramirez walked through the corridors of the newly established Interspecies Council headquarters, her footsteps steady despite the weight of recent events. The facility, a fusion of human architecture and alien design, symbolized the delicate balance they had achieved. The walls adorned with collaborative artworks and shared technologies stood as a testament to the potential of harmonious coexistence. Elena's mind raced with the implications of their victory and the challenges that still lay ahead. In the central chamber, representatives from various nations and alien delegations gathered, their expressions a blend of determination and cautious optimism. The atmosphere was charged with the energy of rebuilding and the promise of a united future. Elena took her place at the forefront, her presence a beacon of the resilience and ingenuity that had guided humanity through its darkest hours. The immediate aftermath of the climactic confrontation had left both humans and aliens grappling with loss and the imperative to move forward. Memorials adorned public spaces, honoring the lives lost on both sides, their presence a poignant reminder of the cost of war and the value of peace. Families, once divided by fear and suspicion, now found common ground in shared grief and the collective desire for a better tomorrow. Elena reflected on the fragile peace they had brokered. The integration of alien technology had ushered in a renaissance of innovation. Energy systems became more efficient, medical advancements eradicated previously incurable diseases, and environmental restoration projects reversed years of neglect. These breakthroughs underscored the immense benefits of collaboration, highlighting humanity's capacity to adapt and thrive when united with others. Yet the integration was not without its complexities. Ethical debates raged over the extent of reliance on alien technology and the preservation of human autonomy. Concerns about dependency and the potential loss of cultural identity sparked intense discussions within academic circles and political arenas. Elena found herself at the heart of these debates, advocating for responsible stewardship of the technologies that had become indispensable to their society. Her voice emphasized the importance of maintaining control and ensuring that advancements served the greater good without compromising human values. The global community had also been fundamentally altered by the events that transpired. New alliances formed between nations and their alien counterparts, fostering a sense of unity that transcended previous divisions. Cultural exchanges flourished, blending traditions and knowledge into a rich tapestry that celebrated diversity and mutual respect. Educational programs were established to teach both human and alien histories, fostering understanding and cooperation among the next generation. Elena's relationship with Marcus Ramirez had evolved alongside the broader societal changes. Their bond, once strained by conflicting priorities, had been reforged in the crucible of shared sacrifice and unwavering commitment to peace. Together, they navigated the complexities of their roles. Elena, as a leading diplomat and xenolinguist, and Marcus as a liaison between the military and diplomatic corps. Their partnership symbolized the potential for personal growth and the power of empathy to bridge divides. Amidst the progress, new opportunities and challenges emerged. The revelation of the lingering cosmic threat continued to loom over their collective consciousness. The unity forged in the face of impending disaster had proven essential, but the undercurrents of fear and uncertainty remained. The threat served as a catalyst for deeper collaboration, pushing both civilizations to innovate and strategize in ways that had never been imagined. Elena spearheaded initiatives to strengthen defenses against the cosmic menace, leveraging the combined technological prowess of humans and aliens. Joint research facilities buzzed with activity as scientists from both species worked tirelessly to develop solutions that could safeguard their shared existence. The urgency of the situation fostered a sense of purpose and solidarity, reinforcing the importance of their united front. However, the path forward was not without its obstacles. Extremist factions, though significantly diminished, still posed a threat to the fragile peace. Petrov's ideology, though challenged and tempered by his own experiences, continued to resonate with a segment of the population wary of the unknown. Elena and Marcus remained vigilant, working to quell dissent and promote the benefits of integration and mutual respect. Their efforts were met with varying degrees of success, highlighting the ongoing struggle to fully reconcile differing viewpoints. The societal shifts extended beyond politics and technology. Communities began to embrace the presence of their alien neighbors, forging friendships and collaborations that transcended species barriers. Shared projects, cultural festivals, and joint educational programs fostered a sense of unity and collective identity. These interactions nurtured a deeper understanding and appreciation for each other's strengths and vulnerabilities, laying the groundwork for a truly integrated civilization. Elena often found herself gazing at the horizon, contemplating the journey that had brought humanity to this pivotal moment. The initial fear and hostility that had marked the invasion had transformed into a cautious optimism, tempered by the lessons learned in the fires of conflict. The scars left by the battles served as a constant reminder of the importance of vigilance and the necessity of maintaining the delicate balance they had achieved. In the halls of the Interspecies Council, grand plans were drafted and groundbreaking agreements signed, all aimed at securing a prosperous and peaceful future. The collaborative spirit that had emerged during the darkest days of the invasion now fueled ambitious projects that sought to explore the cosmos, harness new energy sources, and enhance the well-being of all sentient beings on Earth. The potential for discovery and advancement seemed boundless, limited only by their collective imagination and willingness to work together. Elena's dedication to fostering peace and understanding had earned her the respect and admiration of both humans and aliens. Her leadership was characterized by a blend of empathy, intelligence, and unwavering resolve, inspiring those around her to strive for excellence and unity. Marcus, too, had found his place in this new world, his military expertise now serving as a bridge between defense and diplomacy. Together they embodied the very essence of humanity's enduring spirit, resilient, adaptable, and ever yearning for a better future. As the world continued to rebuild and redefine itself, new alliances formed the bedrock of their society. Humans and aliens worked side by side, their combined knowledge and skills driving innovations that once seemed impossible. The integration of cultures and technologies created a vibrant, dynamic environment where creativity and progress flourished. Yet the challenges they faced required constant vigilance and a steadfast commitment to the principles that had guided them thus far. The collaboration extended beyond Earth's borders, with plans to explore the stars and establish connections with other civilizations. The desire to understand the broader cosmos and the mysteries it held had been ignited by the mutual quest for survival and knowledge. As humanity reached for the stars, it carried with it the lessons learned from its encounter with the alien invaders, ensuring that future interactions were grounded in empathy and cooperation rather than fear and aggression. Elena stood at the forefront of these endeavors, her mind ever focused on the horizon both literally and metaphorically. The journeys that lay ahead were fraught with uncertainty, but the foundation they had built provided a beacon of hope and a roadmap for navigating the complexities of interspecies relations. The experiences of the past had forged a path toward a future where humanity could coexist with diverse forms of life, each contributing to the collective advancement and prosperity of all. In quiet moments, Elena reflected on the profound transformations that had reshaped her world. The journey from adversaries to allies had been marked by trials and triumphs, each step forward a testament to the power of resilience and the unyielding pursuit of peace. The bonds forged in the crucible of conflict had become the pillars of a new civilization, one that embraced diversity and sought to thrive in harmony with the vast, awe-inspiring universe around them. The resolution of their immediate conflicts had set the stage for a future brimming with possibilities. Humanity had proven its capacity for ingenuity, adaptability, and moral strength, navigating the complexities of interspecies diplomacy with grace and determination. The journey was far from over, but the path they had charted illuminated the way forward, guiding them toward a destiny defined by cooperation, understanding, and the shared aspiration for a brighter, united future. As the sun set on another day of progress and reflection, Elena felt a deep sense of fulfillment. The challenges they had overcome and the triumphs they had achieved stood as a testament to what could be accomplished when fear was set aside in favor of compassion and collaboration. The world had been irrevocably changed, but amidst the complexities and uncertainties, the enduring spirit of humanity shone brightly, a beacon of hope and a promise of endless potential in the boundless expanse of the cosmos. The twilight sky, over the newly unified Earth, shimmered with hues of amber and violet, casting long shadows over the harmonious blend of human and alien architecture. Gardens thrived where once barren lands stood, and towering spires reached toward the heavens, symbols of a civilization reborn through collaboration and resilience. Dr. Elena Ramirez stood atop the Interspecies Council headquarters, her gaze drifting beyond the horizon where the sun met the stars, contemplating the journey that had transformed her world. Elena felt a profound sense of accomplishment intertwined with lingering uncertainty. The scars of conflict had given way to the blossoms of peace, yet the undercurrents of fear and the unresolved mysteries of the alien catastrophe still whispered through the air. She reflected on the countless hours spent negotiating, deciphering alien languages and bridging gaps between two vastly different species. Each step forward had been a testament to humanity's unwavering spirit and capacity for empathy, traits that had not only salvaged peace, but also paved the way for unprecedented advancements. Beside her, Marcus Ramirez observed the bustling activity below, the seamless integration of alien technologies into everyday life, the cultural exchanges that enriched both societies, and the shared determination to explore the cosmos together. Their bond had deepened through shared trials, evolving into a partnership that exemplified the very essence of unity they had fought so hard to achieve. Marcus's transformation from a military officer to a liaison between defense and diplomacy highlighted the personal growth that mirrored the societal shifts taking place. As night descended, the sky became a canvas for the first joint human-alien space missions. Sleek spacecraft adorned with both Earth and alien insignias prepared for launch, embodying the collaborative spirit that now defined their existence. Elena watched as the vessels ascended, carrying pioneers into the unknown, driven by a shared quest for discovery and survival. The collective hope of both civilizations resonated in the silent ascent, a harmonious blend of ambition and caution. Amidst the celebrations, a subtle tension lingered. The distant signal detected from the alien home system, a faint enigmatic transmission, remained a haunting reminder of the unresolved catastrophe that had sparked their union. Scientists and diplomats alike pondered its origins and implications, recognizing that the true extent of the cosmic threat was yet to be unveiled. Elena knew that this signal was more than a mere anomaly. It was a call to vigilance, urging them to prepare for challenges that lay beyond the stars. In her thoughts, Elena envisioned the future, a tapestry of endless possibilities woven with threads of cooperation and resilience. The integration of alien technology had unlocked doors to realms previously unimaginable, yet it also raised ethical questions about dependency and the preservation of human autonomy. The balance between advancement and integrity was delicate, requiring constant reflection and responsible stewardship. As the stars began to twinkle in the clear night sky, Elena felt a surge of determination. The journey they had embarked upon was far from over, but the foundation they had built provided a beacon of hope. The alliances forged in the fires of conflict now stood as pillars of a united front, ready to face whatever challenges the universe might present. The shared legacy of their struggle was a testament to humanity's enduring spirit and its capacity to rise above fear and prejudice. In the quiet moments before the launch of the next exploration mission, Elena made a silent vow. She would continue to champion the ideals of peace and understanding, ensuring that the sacrifices made were not in vain. The stars beckoned, and with them the promise of new horizons and the hope that together, humanity and its alien allies could navigate the vast, awe-inspiring expanse of the cosmos. As the first light of dawn tinged the horizon, Elena turned to join the festivities below, her heart filled with a blend of pride and anticipation. The story of their united civilizations was only beginning, and the chapters yet to be written held the promise of discovery, growth, and the unyielding spirit that defined both humanity and its newfound allies.